or praying more, although those are good and that is true. This call to redeem the time is a total life change, believer. That phrase, making the best use of, means this: using every available opportunity you have for God's glory and the good of someone else. You know what that means, men? You redeem the time and use your life well when you follow God's good design for your life. When you spend your days, not for yourself, men, but sacrificing on behalf of others. You don't shrug off responsibility, but you gladly bear it on your shoulders and are committed to the God-given tasks of leading, providing for, protecting your family. You redeem the time when you faithfully love your wife like Christ loves the church. You nourish and cherish her, living with her in an understanding way. You redeem the time, men, when you raise your children faithfully in the Lord. You are redeeming the time by disciplining them, both by way of positive instruction and corrective action. You redeem the time when you don't choose work over those things. You redeem the time when you serve in the church, when you could be spending time on yourself. You redeem the time when you put your phone down and get off your chair and spend time with your wife and your family. You redeem the time when you reject every lustful thought, every greedy intention. You redeem the time when you humbly confess your sin. You redeem the time when you choose to courageously follow God's design, even if it's unpopular. And maybe you're not married, young man. You redeem the time by pursuing a godly wife, if you don't have one. And once God provides one for you, you cherish her and you bear children if you are able to, because men, you need to know, children are gifts. You are to love them, you are to ask for them, pursue them, and of course be committed to training them up in the Lord. Older men, perhaps of retired age, you are to redeem your days looking for younger men to train up in the Lord, to help in their efforts. You are to redeem the time that you have worked hard for in the day of retirement, so that when retirement comes, it simply signals a greater freedom to pour yourself out for kingdom work. The time is too short to sit on the beach and waste it away. Women, you redeem the time pursuing your God-given role in the home, being diligent to put on holiness over and above anything external. When you are faithful to love, respect, help, and submit to your husband, you redeem the time in an evil age. When you are faithful to work diligently in the home, and even if you have to work at a job, let that never be your primary goal or pursuit. Women, like men, ought to also put down their phones. Don't let it take away from your calling. Women, you are to view children as a blessing and pursue many as you are able to. You're to love your husband, your children, your church, your neighbor. You're to be diligent to serve faithfully. You see, every time you pursue what God has for you, you redeem the time in an evil age. What about you, older women? Maybe who don't have a husband anymore. Redeem the time by teaching the younger women, coming alongside them to teach them, as Titus 2 says, to love their husbands and love their children and to live godly in this age. What about you, youth and college student? You redeem the time by diligently pursuing Christ in His Word, by realizing before it is too late that the urgency of the matter is now. Maybe you're not married, but you're to be preparing to be a godly spouse and looking for a godly spouse. You are not to desire youthful vanities and the fleeting pleasures of sin, for those are wasteful. Spend them for Christ all of your days. Marry well and marry young if you can. Do not marry young at the expense of marrying well. But marry well and marry young if possible. Don't do this flippantly, but pursue it. Pursue a spouse that loves Christ. What about you, young children in the room? Redeem the time by loving Jesus, and out of love for him, listening to and obeying your parents. You're going to be separated from your parents one day. Children, lean into their wisdom. Redeem the time, though your parents are not perfect, and they will never be. God has given them as a means for your growth as well. Church, collectively, redeem the time. The days are evil. There are people dying in their sins. We are to shine the light of the gospel, are we not? Believers, redeem the time. Thirdly,